just want to tell you this story about me crying at work today. Okay, guys, I literally thought like I could not. I thought I could, okay, because when I used to cry, okay, let me explain. In my last job, many years ago, many moons ago, when I cried, I told them, I told him, it was my boss. He is the CEO, my last job. When he made me cry and I told him, well, I'm just gonna, he said, he made me cry and I literally said, well, I'm just gonna go home for the rest of the day and work from home because, obviously I can't like work like this. And he was like, no. And everybody be like, oh yeah, and then you like probably like got fired, whatever. Well, it took them like 4 whole months to like find a replacement for me. So, but then after that, I became an influencer for the second time. And they just said like it was like a company layoff. But obviously, if anybody's taking your job away from you, you got fired. So, I mean, like it's obvious. Like, even though it wasn't like a hard fire, because to fire somebody there's a lot of laws. So if I was like a bum, I would just like sue them for discrimination or something because there's no reason why. So that's what they are afraid of. So that's what HR protects them from, which I'm not gonna go sue anybody, but that's what it is. That's why they have to have documentation. They have to have a reason. They'd be like, oh, it's just a layoff. Like, it's not personal. It's just what we do. It's just fine. But yeah, if you got laid off, you got fired. And anyways, it's just a softer form of firing so that you don't look bad in your next job and you really didn't do anything wrong. They just don't like you, which is not a crime. But you're not allowed to just fire people because you don't like them, but you can find ways to make them quit or you just lay them off, right? You just blame it like on the money, like, oh yeah, we're cutting budgets, whatever, and like then you just like, yeah. So anyways, that was my last job. I literally was crying and I just went home. I just went home for the rest of the day and I just streamed and just played League of Legends. Like, I didn't give a fuck. And so yeah, so today, okay, I didn't know like I was gonna cry today, but today is not the first day I cried this month. The month of May. Like, I really haven't cried at work at all, actually. But on Friday, I did cry because, like, they're cracking down on me. Like, the pressure is so much. Like, you guys could not do my job because my job is impossible. Like, they don't like me. Like, the president. He's my boss. So, literally, on Friday, it was like, at 4:30, the office closes on Friday because it's Shabbat, so like it's religious observance, and so it's like 4:00, 3:50, they're like cracking on me, both of them, the CEO and the president, and they're asking me to do stuff. And then on top of that, the office manager's like, I'm done for the day, can you just do this? And I literally opened their email and started replying. I was like, no, I can't do this. But I deleted the email. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So I just started doing everything like one by one. And then you remember that car that I had to order for I have such champagne problems, that's why I'm so proud. Remember that car I had to order for my boss, the Tesla, for our driver, that I was telling him to get him a Tesla, and he was like, no, it's too expensive, buy me a cheap car. And then he finally bought him a brand new 2026 Tesla, and it came today. Actually, it got delivered today. I know my life sounds so unreal, but it was so funny. Like, when I got the car, I told the car dealer, my boss is so OP, he got his car delivered to the office, and like I was on the phone with them for like a month, like asking them, like, they would not deliver the car. But when they spoke to my boss, they delivered the car. He's so OP. And like, I'm telling you, these guys, they refused. They're like, we don't do deliveries. But they actually were lying to me. I knew that because first they slipped up. First they were like, okay, what's your address? And then I knew, but then they started lying. Anyways, so every single time I call them, they're always so nice. They're like, oh, you're the, and they say, I'm Peter. And I go, hi, Peter. And I say his last name too, because I actually, like, it was a whole journey for me. Like, I bought the car, so I feel like it was like, I told the Tesla person, I was like, I'm so excited. This is not even my car. Like, it was so cool to buy a new car. And it was like, yeah, anyways. So that's what I was telling the Tesla guy. I was like, everybody gets this excited, right? Everybody's so excited. And I was like, that's not even my car. And I told him, I was like, I think it's because of the whole journey. Like, I did the whole journey, you know? And he was like, yeah. He was nice too. And he was so nice to me. And he was very professional. I love that. He was so cute, but he was a professional. I love that. I love professional people, because you guys know people always cross my boundaries. So anyways, next. Okay, so on Friday, May 1st, my boss was like, okay, tell them they're gonna have to deliver the car to the office, or else we're just gonna return the whole car. And so now I'm on the phone, like, it's like almost Shabbat on Friday, and I'm like on the phone with Tesla, and I know that they're not going to, I wish I vlogged it when it happened, but I have been concealing a lot of things from you guys, clearly. That's why I'm bursting with words now. And then so on Friday, I talked to the Tesla guy, and okay, so before this, I had already been getting rejected all day by Rep Fitness, because my boss wants to buy the Aries Summit 2.0, which is like $6,000. Workout set was 93 inches or something. And so I call them, and every single time I call, they're like, hey, we know you've been calling a lot. Like, they flagged me, and like my boss would not stop asking me to ask him for a discount. Like, he's rich, but he also is really good at bargaining and stuff. That's why he's so rich, and also why he's rich, I mean, in addition. And they pretty much flagged me because they'd rejected me. And then for the last time, when I called them on a new day to ask them again, because after I went through everything, my boss still asked me to call them for a discount for the accessories, and I was really embarrassed. So I called and I asked them, and they're like, hey, we noticed you called a lot. Like, they still flagged me. They still knew who I was. And then they were like, do you want me to transfer you to a supervisor? And I'm like, well, I don't really want to step on anyone's toes or whatever. So I had already been getting rejected all day by Rep Fitness. And so I told my boss, like, hey, there's no discount, blah, blah, blah. This is the price, blah, blah, blah. So I sent him that. So now when I got on the phone with Tesla, I literally was like, the guy, this is Friday. It's like, I'm at breaking point now, because I was working all week, like legitimately working. Like, I barely applied to any jobs. I kept forgetting to do all my personal agenda items that I always do during work. Everything was just all work, right? And it's made the time fly for me. That's why I've been doing it. And also, I just get a lot of compliments from my president, so it's really awesome to be like called out in the meeting and be like, he'd be like, Swarsh put a lot of work into this, and I'd just be like looking down, not looking around, but you know I'm happy, right? So okay, so it was Tesla. So the guy on the phone, he was like, okay, so I was like, I was like, oh my god, I was at breaking point. I was like, please, can we just please have it delivered? I'm like at breaking point. I was like, I know what you guys are gonna say, and I really need you to make this happen, because you don't understand. If you don't give me the delivery, my boss is gonna cancel the whole order. And oh my god. And then the guy, he goes, okay, then then cancel it. And I was just like, oh my god, like, you guys, I'm at breaking point. Like, I can't be bluffing and all this shit. Like it's not a bluff. That's the thing. I'm freaking out, because it's not a bluff. And then he goes, listen, it wouldn't be fair. We don't have enough staff. It wouldn't be fair to all our customers. We don't provide delivery service, blah, 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 telling me all these lies. I know they're lies. Because one of the guys, I told you, accidentally slipped up earlier, and he was about to give me it. But then he's like, he just changed his mind. Okay, so then he was like, so then they were like, I was like, so you want to speak to my boss? So I texted my boss. I was like, Tesla wants to talk to you. And then he says, okay. So I dial him in to the call. And then Oh no, before that happens, this is the part. This is the breaking point. So the guy, he goes to talk and he's getting ready to reject me. And I know everybody's gonna be like, you should just let him talk. Maybe he's gonna say something else, blah, blah, blah. I got rejected all day by Rep Fitness. I got rejected all month by Tesla. I know what they're gonna tell me. And then so he's getting ready to reject me about the home delivery after I said all that. And I said, I was freaked out. So I said, look, please just skip all the fluff. And please, can we just please have like a delivery to the office or his home? And then he says, fluff, like the Tesla guy, he goes, fluff. I find that very disrespectful that you call our job fluff. We have to follow the policies. I was like, oh shit. I totally fucked this up. And then he was like, I need to talk to your boss directly. And I was like, okay, let me ask him if you could take your call. So I asked him, like, Tesla wants to talk to you. He said, okay. And then when he got onto the phone, I dialed him into the three-way call. I thought that Tesla guy was gonna tell on me, but instead my boss and him were just talking at the same time. And like finally at the end, the guy was like, yeah, okay, when do you want it delivered? What address? And then he's like, okay, handle it all with me. And then and I figured out the calendar at the end and everything. And then like, it was so funny. It's like, because every single time that my boss is given the phone or he's in the background of my calls, he's always yelling and shouting and like very scary. So the representatives, they all of a sudden like, oh, yeah, we rather deal with her than him. Anyways, so we got the delivery and it was awesome. And so on that Friday, before that call, like before the fluff and all that, when I found out that they were just like about to like delete the car, I was gonna say, return the car, cancel the whole car thing. Like I had to find insurance for, like, I don't even fucking drive, guys. I don't even have a fucking license, guys. I never even took a driver's test. I only took a permit written test and drove around in a parking lot with my dad for like 2 days. That's it. 3 days. And lifetime worth. And those were like, 2 of those was like back to back, and one of them was like, okay, so like a long time ago. So like, I don't know. I literally did the whole car process. I had to put the car in the business name. Like, I don't even know what I fucking did. Like, I just had to learn how to fucking do that for no reason. That's the first time I did that in my life. And I had to do all this shit. And he's gonna tell me that he's gonna fucking cancel it. And it was so fucking cheap, like, because of his credit is so good. And he got like not finance, but his cost to lease the car is so cheap because his credit is so good. And like, I was like, it's so cheap, like, oh my god. And then so like I was grieving that I literally started crying on Friday, May 1st, because like I'm like, oh my god, I cried the time before I called Tesla with the fluff, and when my boss told me he said, if they don't deliver it, cancel it. And then he said, he texted me the notification that Tesla sent him, and he said, handle this. And I started fucking crying. I was alone. Well, there's other people there, but I was alone, and I was freaking out. I had like so much on my personal agenda that I didn't do. I had to call a recruiter. I ate some ice cream, but I did that all after. But yeah. So that's when I first cried, was on Friday, May 1st. Second time I cried was today. So he calls me to the fucking office, and then he's like, why didn't you? Well, you never come in my office. And I told you since you started working here to come into my office more. It's not that easy, guys. I feel like people that go into his office, those people, everybody, it's so common sense. I told you guys this earlier, I think. People who are like very put together, rehearsed, present, well-spoken, all that, they do nothing all day except practice that meeting that they're gonna have with my boss. They have time to go to his office. They don't do any work. Those people are just fronts. And the real people who are working all the time, it's like, I work so much. The only time I mess up is because I get interrupted all the time. And even though I get interrupted all the time, I still stay so accurate and on it, like barely missing anything. And so like, I'm doing like 50 things at once. I really can't even move. I really, like, sometimes I really feel like I can't even get through it. But anyways, I got through it. So literally he's like, why don't you come to my office more? I told you, blah, blah, blah. I started fucking crying. I mean, like, the ugliest crying face, thank God, because it's so real then, like, you know, when it's fucking ugly. And it was a fucking ugly crying face. And then he was like, would not look at me, he just kept looking at his screen. And then he's like, look, this is not done. This is not done. And then I'm like, so I look down and I'm like, okay, what do you want for the belts? He's like, I'll do it myself. I'll order it, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, you're supposed to come in here and ask me. And then I was like, when I started crying, the real me just came out. And then finally, he was like, I was like, I'm trying to get, I know the punchline, but I'm just trying to think of what came before that. And he was like, if you, like, how are we gonna, he's like, how are we gonna get all this stuff that we have, like, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, literally, and, like, guys, like, I'm telling you, like, I'm working off cooldown. And, like, before this, like, all day today's Tuesday, right? And all day yesterday, I sent him emails on every single task. Like, I'm 24/7. Then I help his wife. Then I help the office man. I help everybody. I don't even help everybody, but I do help everybody. But I do all my work. And then, like, not to even mention, on Monday, I told you guys I did 2 of the deliverables. That is like 2 whole spreadsheets delivered with data in our industry. Like, I had to learn how to fucking farm that data and get it. And I printed out 30 copies each. I told you guys this. And printed it out. And, like, guys, I'm crazy. I'm crazy good. And so like I don't know, because I was at breaking point already. I've been on breaking point. The fact that I'm crying at least show him that I'm working. And this is what happened. So he was like, yeah, nothing's done. You know, how am I supposed, he's like, how am I supposed to? And then he's like, yeah, you don't know where to start on the list, right? He told me that he doesn't even have time to eat, and he shows me, like, his plate in front of him. It's true, he, like, barely eats. And then, he's like, I don't even have time to eat. Can you get me a water or whatever? I gave him a water, and then from his fridge. And then, so, literally, I'm crying now. And then, so, like, while I'm crying, like, this is so cute doll of me, because cute doll is gonna be hard to understand. Cute doll is my real identity. So even though it's called cute doll, it's who I really am. It's like what I really want to wear, what I really want to say, what I'm really thinking. So I switched from work mode, Swars, which is my name, to cute doll. And literally, it was the craziest high I ever had. Literally, like, you guys don't understand, like, he's actually really scary and he doesn't like me. So that's like a recipe for, you know, me. So I literally, like, I just went into this different mode. Like, I'm still crying. There's tears. My nose is going crazy and I just keep sniffling. And he said, yeah, so don't do that. He said, what about the cars? He's like, I'm gonna fly private, and so we don't even need cars, whatever. And then, so I said, so you don't want the belt or the cars? And I just got up and I was like about to leave, and then I'm like, so I was like, I don't know, like, I was like, so what do you want me to do? Like, and he's like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, we need to, like, do the whole, like, I don't know what he said, something like that. He's like, that's what I'm trying to say. You're like, you don't know where to start. That's what he's trying to say. And then I said, so you don't want me to do the belts? I'm like crossing it off on my list. And you don't want me to do the cars? And then I said, okay, so that I could go now, right? I swear to God, 2 seconds before that, when I started crying, I had, like, I think trauma from the first time I cried. Remember when I told that my last boss, my last job, like, I'm just gonna go home for the rest of the day. I was about to walk out of the office and just go home for the rest of the day because I thought, like, my whole day was ruined because I was gonna crying and that, like, it would mess up my whole day. Like, how can I work now? Like, I really thought that because it was, like, that much pressure. But honestly, you couldn't handle it if you were in my position. That's why I recovered so fast. Like, look how I look. Like, this is what I looked like for the rest of the day. I actually had a very good day for the rest of the day. Okay, so then so I said, so I can go now. And then so he just keep like yelling more and stuff. No, he didn't yell at me, but he's like being mean and saying more stuff, like more stuff that doesn't even make sense. And then I went into this mode, like cute doll mode, and I literally was so like manipulative, even though I was like emotionally wrecked and crying. I literally was like, so I said, this is the first thing I said that actually was awesome. I was like, why didn't you just send me the link to the belt? And he's probably like, what the fuck is she talking about? Like, how could, like, because most people, when they get frazzled, they can't think, and I just can think, because I was thinking this the whole time. Like, he just kept yelling at me for the past 2 days about the fucking belt. He's always lying, pretending like I forgot about it. I literally wrote it in an email, in a whole list about something else. I put it at the top. I said, give me the link to the belt. You said you're gonna give me what is the belt link, whatever. I literally wrote that. He purposely does not read my emails, and even if he sees it, he just ignores it and pretends like he always asks the same question over and over again. So all these things, they don't bother me. So because I adapted and adopted. So then I said, why didn't you send me the link to the belt? Like, I was so functional. And he was like, he like looked at me. He like stopped looking at the screen. I was like, why didn't you just send it? He was like, because you don't know which one I wanted. You would buy the wrong one. And all this thing, like stupid ass shit. Like, what? Like, no. Like, I would ask you what color, and I'd get your size, and I would buy it just like everything else I do. I didn't say that though. So I just didn't say anything. And then so then all of a sudden, he just texted me it later. I think right when I left the office, he texted me it. Okay, and then, so like that was the start, like, of the cute dollism. So I got the belt now. And then so the second thing was like the cars. I was like, so you don't want me to book any cars because you're gonna fly private? Do you want me to cancel your flight? And then I was so functional. He was like, no, don't cancel it yet. And then so now I just only I booked all the cars only for the CEO, not for him. And if he changes his mind, I'll just upgrade it to SUV. And one of them already got freely upgraded to SUV. Then he said, okay, he's like, okay, let's go through the list. I was like, oh, no. And then I said, okay, that's it. So we're done now. Like, and he's like, no, let's go through the list. He's like, which list do you want? Do you want to go through, your list or my list? I said, always your list. Bro, I was so on top of it. Then he went through a list. It literally had a list of like 100 items. And he said, yes, no, dude, remind me on Friday, remind me on Monday, blah, blah, blah. I made notes on the whole thing. I didn't even put it in my computer yet because I was still working on all this other stuff. But I'll do it tomorrow morning. And then, so I got the whole list done. I mean, he debriefed the whole list for me. And then the top moment of the day, literally, I'm ready to leave the office. I said, so do I have to come back in this office today? He was like, yes. And then I said, what am I going to say? I already did the whole list. I have to work on the list. And he was like, you're going to come in, you're going to ask me, like, what do you need? And I was like, okay, what do you need? And I was about to literally write that on my paper, but I didn't even have time to, because then he gave me like 5 more things to do. Anyways, I did cry today, and I survived. After that, oh yeah, not to mention, okay, so then I'm sitting there in the middle of the crying before I said, why didn't you send me the link to the belt? Before I said that moment, I said, like, my computer is so slow, and I'm crying because, like, it's so true though. And then he's like, wait, I'm gonna write an email right now. He wrote it to the office manager. Her computer sucks. Get her a new one. And my office manager, she's like, oh, I just plugged it. Like, okay, so then, okay, so I was supposedly getting a new computer or whatever. It's a lie. I don't get anything. And so then the rest of that happens. I finally get to leave. I never went back, by the way, today. And then, so I finished crying. So I took my whole like little makeup bag, because you guys know I do my makeup on the train. I went to the bathroom and I just like cleaned up, and it just looked amazing. Like, my skin was just amazing. I just looked fine, like back to normal. Everybody was super nice to me for the rest of the day. Like, people who don't even know what happened, like, they're on the different floors, very far away from me, like this one, like I'm telling you how distant it was. It must have been my aura. This guy, he just came out of his office and he was like, I'm not like the other people. This is what he said to me over my cubicle. He said, I'm not like the other people. He's like, I'm his best friend and I could tell him like what to do. He was making a joke. He's trying to make me laugh. And I was like pretty cheerful and happy, and everybody was magnetized towards me, asking me stuff. I'm telling you, the guy in the elevator, he's like, I'm gonna tell you something. A different guy. He's like, I'm gonna tell you something and I'm gonna ask you something and you don't have to answer. And I was like, no, please don't ask me. And then he just started asking me. He was like, I'm getting a X% split. Is that from the company? Is that what everybody else gets? And I was like, listen, honestly, I really don't know the answers to that. I honestly, this is the first time I ever heard that. Like, I don't know. I'm so sorry. And he was like, okay, just don't tell the president or else he's gonna, like, you know, I forgot what words he used, but, you know, you get the point. And then so, yeah, the rest of the day, I just had a great ass day. Like, everybody was so nice to me. I got a burger. Oh, yeah. So the office manager was texting me. She was like, are you around? Like, that's when I went to go clean up my makeup, like right after. Everybody knows, like, I got yelled at. Like, she got the thing about the computer. She knows, like, that I got yelled at and I blamed it on my computer. But it's true, because I told him in that meeting when I was crying, I was like, he's like, so what are you gonna do about, like, the computer? I said, no, he said, so why didn't you tell me? Yeah. So I said, I told him my computer is slow. He said, so why didn't you tell me? I said, I already told IT we've been working on it for a week. I already told them they're already working on it. And so yeah. So then, yeah, the office manager, she's really cheap when it comes to everyone else, but only buys nice stuff for herself on the company's money. And yeah, I said that. And so after I finished cleaning up my makeup, I walked by because right there was the timer where I'm gonna go get my food, my burger. And everybody's like spamming me. Like, the president, it was 4 minutes, like no minutes passed. He's like, is your computer fixed? Does it work now? And then the office manager is like telling me in person, she's like, oh yeah, your Ethernet cord. Because I know what this means. She was like, oh yeah, your Ethernet cord was up since September 2025. Thank you, worst company in North America. They're like, oh yeah, your Ethernet cord was out. That's why your internet was so slow. She probably thinks I don't even know what that means. I'm a fucking gamer, bro. Like, I was just like, first of all, how come I didn't notice? Anyways, no, I'm just glad I legitimately was trying to. I was like, hey, look, my browser is slow, my cache, can you clear it for me? Asking the IT guy. I learned in 2019, because I was always a gamer, but I learned that the work computers are different than and I don't care if you don't believe me, is because I tried to fix work computers, like I fixed my personal computer, and it never worked. Like, something is different about work computers, so I never tried again after that. And actually, I fucked up a lot of people's computers in my day back in corporate. So like, proudly so. Like, I'm so proud of it. And yeah. So she's like, "Are you?" So yeah. She's like, "Oh yeah, your Ethernet cord. I plugged it in. Now you're gonna be fine. Just let me know if it's not fine." Everybody's asking me like, "Is your computer fine? Is everything better?" Just ignored all the messages. I really would love to have a new computer, but more than that, I would love to have a new job. So yeah. Not that they half-assed fixed it. I can't really ask for anything else, but I think I should still ask for what I want, because I used to have a really nice computer in all my other jobs. Like Mac Mini 2014, 2019 MacBook Air, I think. And then next job I had a MacBook Pro, and then the next job I had another MacBook Pro, and it was still the gray one, the Galaxy Gray or whatever, space gray. Okay, so like I'm used to like using high-end computers. So like, I mean, like, that's like the first thing I noticed when I got this job. I was like, oh my god, like, this computer sucks. But then the second thing I noticed was like, I was like, oh, this might slow me down and like lessen my skills. And then what I thought about in the past few days was like, everybody's faster than their computer. Like, even now, like, I'm even faster than my personal computer now, like in League of Legends and everything. Like everybody, like if you have to be like godlike to have a nice computer. Anyways, I think I will ask for it, see if it happens. I mean, like the thing is, like, whoever takes over after me, they can have that computer, but they probably won't even be smart enough to use it. Like some people don't even know how to use Macs. Like I know how to use them. And also yeah, I'm gonna ask them for it. And then also I'm afraid, like, I feel guilty about spending their money, but then and then the person after me, they would not really be able to use it, you know? And they belittle me so much and everything. Like they don't give me the right resources. I feel like, you know, it's better to just get a new job, you know? And I think about it, like, why am I asking, like, gonna beg for a computer? Like that the president told her to give me a new computer and she didn't want to do it. She just plugged in my Ethernet cord instead. She sucks, but it doesn't matter. I don't want to be fooled by, like, remember guys, earlier in my vlog, I'm like, oh, they're gonna give me a new chair. Like, I don't care about this stuff. They're not giving me anything, you know? So that's not really getting anything. So that's why you have to be smarter. And, you know, maybe if I just don't ask for anything, then I actually might be better off, because then I could just, you know, walk away very guilt-free when I leave. So anyways, yeah, they were like, yeah, she just kept being really nice to me all day, office manager. Every single time I walk by, she said something nice and sociable. Like, she knows I was, like, attacked by him. And yeah, it was a pretty easy day for the rest of the day. And I mean, I did, like, heavy work. Like, the work was hard. Like, the work was voluminous. It was a lot voluminous, a lot of volume, like my hair. Like, a lot of volume in the work. But the people, something in the air. Everybody was so freaking nice to me. And it was awesome. Anyways, guys, I love you guys. Thank you for sticking real to my story. I was on the train and I ordered before this video 1, 2, 3 new things, and then 3 reorder of the thing I'm gifting the little girl that told me that she liked my makeup. Taking my makeup more seriously now and my skincare, so I just cleansed my bag and remove all the stuff that I don't want and put it in storage. It's gonna spoil, the makeup expires. It's gonna spoil, that's okay. And then took all of the fodder cream, if you will. It was expensive though. And put it in my bag. And then also, I was about to return 3 big things. I paid like hundreds of dollars for it. But I decided to keep it. So now I have one on my desk for stream, one in my work bag, and one in my suitcase. Like, I always had to buy multiple of everything. And I'm gonna use it forever. I'm wearing it right now. I'm super excited because I like the science behind it. I learned a lot about it and I learned how to use it. The thing is, like, about products, you have to learn how to use it. And I got all this new stuff at work. I put it away in my closet. They're all repurchases, like 2 of the same thing. And I already have 1 here and 1 in my suitcase. So I have 4 total. And the other thing I bought, 2 new things I'm going to use on my hair. So we'll see if I have amazing hair tomorrow, because I'm using a new step in my, but you're going to have to wait till the end of the day to see, like, when it dries. But I'm using a new step in my hair care and very excited about it. And then the last thing, I got a new piece of clothing for the cute doll wardrobe, and I got a whole bunch for work and cute doll that's coming tomorrow. And yeah, it's so champagne problem for me, honestly, because, like, even though I get yelled at, whatever, I just flash back to, remember I told you guys in my podcast when the president held the elevator door open for me, and that was, like, so nice. I was literally, like, putting on my chapstick while, like, the elevator was going down and braiding my hair. Like, that is so champagne, because literally, like, the reason why I could afford such an expensive chapstick is because of this job. So, and I was doing it, like, right in front of the president. Like, it was so champagne and awesome. Anyways, I love you guys. I hope you understand what I was trying to say in this vlog. I was just basically saying that, like, I'm OP, I'm better than you, and I have high skill level, and I can handle stuff that you guys can't. And like, it's not like I want to. It's like, I think obviously the universe, it prepares you for something better. Like, the reason why I cannot get a regular job anywhere else is because I'm not destined to just go from this job to the same salary, because then I would get stuck there forever. I'm destined for something else. So like a bigger jump, a bigger opportunity. That's why these small things don't work out for me, because I'm not aiming high enough. Anyways, I'm better than you. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you for sticking with me. Bye. Editing me. This is what I also wanted to add in that stopped me from releasing this video, is that I forgot the most important part. While I was crying, ugly face crying, the president finally takes like some of his tissues from his box of tissues and said, "Here, have a tissue." And I wouldn't take it. And he puts it on his desk, and then while I'm still crying, later on he says it again. It's like a second time. He's like, "Here, have a tissue." He does the gesture again, like takes some tissue, and then extends his hand and then puts it on the desk. Like, I just wouldn't take his fucking tissues. I was just sitting there crying, sniffling, eyes watering and nose running, and just not taking the tissues. It was like the most badass thing I ever did. I was kind of like, I don't want your fucking tissues. Like, in my head, I didn't say that, but that was the message. And I like, also, like, in retrospect, when I look at it, I also was thinking, like, I feel so sad and devastated. Like, nothing, like, your tissues is not gonna help me. That's what I felt like. That's why I didn't take the tissues. I know, I'm OP. And now I gotta spoil it. No spoilers. It's warm outside because I wasn't sure, like, if it was gonna be chilly. 7 a.m., 65 degrees, 572. Gonna rain, like, in the evening, but not at 6. So hopefully I pass the rain. So we'll see what happens. Pretty early. Thank God, the late train sucks. I'm surprised I'm early because obviously I took like an everything shower. I actually added a new step. And yeah, I'm surprised I'm early. Like, yeah, I'm surprised. I brought my lunch. I'm so excited. Oh, I did new skincare last night. I have new skincare arriving today and Friday, and I'm wearing it now. I love it. Let's see how it goes today with skin. So it's Wednesday, got 3 more days to survive. Well, really 2.5. And yeah, then I get the weekend. TwitchCon coming up soon. I'm like doing all the right things and eating all the right things. It's so cool. Like, just naturally awesome. Very awesome. excited about my own lunch. I brought, I said, very excited. It's kind of chilly. I do wish I wore a little light jacket. Windy, I mean, I had a feeling. Good walk. place rich as fuck. Okay, it's crazy. Can you imagine how much money to maintain this shit? Like, that's crazy. They're probably making a lot of money too. No clue how I did everything so fast today. Literally did everything in like 10 minutes. It was crazy. Debit card. 8:43 a.m. so perfectly on time. 8:45 a.m. It's such a pretty day today. 8:47 a.m. Thought I could be a makeup artist just now. Literally stopped. I was crossing the street while doing my makeup, and then I stopped at the other side and finished it. And I was just like, in that moment I was like, maybe makeup is my calling. It was so funny. I was like, imagining like how like I got the compliment like after doing somebody's makeup, like, this is the best makeup. You do it so good. Like, it was all, yeah. This lady was like, I'm so sorry. She pressed the button to try to stop my elevator and it just closed on her, and there's only 3 people in here. Wow, best day ever.
They got lucky as well. But then it usually just goes up. Right. You can't put a price on that. Like, even though the price is double, it doesn't really matter. Because you're going to use it for a longer time. Your price goes up. Yeah, that's something exactly. But think about this, like, if I were to sell everything is super expensive. Yeah, I cannot buy that. So what do I do? Harold Square. Used to come here.
How come you like this?
No, so I used to work at Deutsche Bank, and then I moved here. From the city.
Freezing. It's like not cold, but I'm cold. Tomorrow's gonna be like sunny and like in the 60s, so I'm also not gonna wear a jacket tomorrow. And no rain, luckily. So excited. So excited. I have a whole bunch of packages coming today. So excited. It was like October, as I wanted to say earlier. My skin looks so good. It's crazy. I got compliments from the girl who let me use her Sephora discount. And she told me 2 products she used and I bought them. They'll be here on Monday. And And then also the other girl who's the prettiest in the office. Well, there's two. All three of them are really the prettiest. So 2 of the prettiest girls in the office were in the bathroom with me. I got 3 things to buy. I already bought it. Like, don't mess with me. Like, I'm already there. What the fuck? You can't drive, motherfucker? Okay. I already bought it. Ballin'. I'm so excited. Like, I brought all my skincare into the bathroom. I was doing my skincare at work. Pretty girl number 1 says, you know, it's so good that you do your skincare at work. And I was like, if I don't do it, I'm like never gonna do it, you know? Like, on my face right now is all skincare. And so the pretty girl number 2 was in the bathroom stall. She came out, she was like, I just bought this for this and I love it and it's Korean beauty. And then I was like, okay. She was like, I'll send you the link. I was like, thank you. I bought it. It'll be here on Monday. Other girl, she told me she got 2 things, and then I was like, she was like, I'll send it to you. I was like, no, don't worry, I'll email you. You'll tell me if it's right. I don't want to waste your time. I looked it up and I actually got it right. And she was like, yeah. She told me which one she likes more. I got both. Guys, I'm already so pretty. I'm gonna be like even prettier for TwitchCon Euro 2026. I'm so fucking excited. I hate when stuff is like back ordered, but does that mean it's good? Because of that, I canceled one and I ordered a bigger size to get it in time for Monday. And then another one I ordered, it says that it's not here yet. It's not shipped yet, not ordered yet. They'll notify me when. But I'm thinking about canceling it, but yeah, I got a lot of variations and I'm gonna rotate them. I'll obviously not put everything on at once, you can't. I'm super excited. I feel like, okay, I'm finally quenched in all the categories, so thank God. Because it was such a journey. Like, looking all this stuff up and reading the ingredients, finding out what it does, checking the concentration. It's been a journey, guys. So I'm excited. Super. And pretty girl number 1 told me, your skin is really good. I was like, because I do all this to it, as I told her. Like, because I worked on it, I said. And yeah, so true. So happy with the results. A natural fresh face is more attractive and appealing. I noticed myself too, like I can't stop looking at people. One time, I don't remember who it was at all. You know, I told this girl, like, I love your like foundation. And she was like, I'm not wearing any makeup. So, you know, pretty much that's my goal. I kind of already get that. Like, people always like, you know, I love your makeup. And it's like, I don't know. I'm really not wearing makeup. So, only the colors that you see are the makeup. And maybe they're referring to that, but I really do believe they're talking about my actual face. Especially because I'm barely wearing any eye makeup. Oh, thank God it got less windy and not cold and windy at all. It's pretty nice and chill, literally. It's not cold. It's cold, but it's not because it doesn't move. And we beat the rain. So excited. Very grateful. And I can't wait to get all these Amazon orders. I want to try them on. I'm getting hit on by a guy in an ugly car. Oh my God, look how pretty. Every day it's Christmas. It's so green now. Wow. I'm about to lose weight. Like, I've been thinking about this the entire walk. I've just been eating so right. And I walk 50K steps a week. I was like, At this point, I have to. I already got used to my new eating schedule. It's crazy. So I'm gonna give my body time to adjust and then finally let go of the extra pounds. Because, yeah, I'm already doing everything right. So, okay, this is my package. Let's just go get it upstairs. My skin is killing it. Slimy. Excited, guys. I didn't even check the package, but I checked my app actually, and it's like delivered. Isn't that funny? I check my app to see if it's delivered rather than just walk over and look at the package. This is not even mine. It's all in the locker. 272022. Hi guys. So excited. Still do one box. This is that one, yeah. Psychic. Oh, it is big. I took the locker, so she didn't get one. I'm a baddie. This just got delivered because when I got on the train, it wasn't delivered yet. Oh, it's super light. You know what that means. It's super expensive. Is there more? Okay, that's it. Let's take her home. Okay, we don't even need the cart because I could do this. 31 a.m. 51 degrees, high of 63. Going to work. Thursday. Happy Friday, Junior. But tomorrow is Thursday. Okay. I'm so glad I got a lot of sleep. A couple nights ago, 2 nights ago, I dreamt that I was at TwitchCon and Emiru was wearing my Tifa outfit that I wore at my first TwitchCon, but I was also wearing it, and there was a whole line waiting to see her. She had her hair, like it was tied in a ponytail, a low ponytail, or something like that. Pretty sure low ponytail in my dream. She still had the bangs and the layers and everything, and everybody was meeting her in a line, and I was like joining the line, and I went to meet her. It was awesome. And yeah, last night I dreamt that I got scammed by recruiters. Like they were all fake recruiters, like 2 in a row, and one of them, she gave me like a $2,000 bill or something, and I was just like, I asked her a question, she was like typing, and then she was like writing the bill. It was crazy, but yeah, like I remember she was like asking me a whole bunch of questions. This is a dream. She was asking me a whole bunch of questions during the interview, but she wouldn't ask like them fully. It's just reflective of all, it's freezing by the way. It's just reflective of all of the interviews I've been doing. Not all, but those scam ones I told you guys about, when they ask weird questions that are like fake questions just to ask you something. But yeah, freezing. At least it's not raining today. Today's pizza day, so did skincare last night. At least it's not rainy. Walking is a lot of work. All these bags and they're heavy, which is great. That's good. The gains. There's a high chance that by like this weekend I might lose weight. There's a chance. We'll see. Oh, no wonder girls like slick back hair. It doesn't fly everywhere. Feels good. I always wondered why they do this. by the way. 29 a.m. train. Barely made it. It's 3 a.m. but I just mostly want to show you my makeup. Make sure I remember to finish my eyeliner. 8:54, gotta run. Cold. To reorder more stuff. One of the items I wanted got canceled. I need to get it again. And also rebuy something else I went out of. I'm here and it's gorgeous outside and I have my little train. 7:09 p.m. I decided not to return those Sephora products, but then I changed my mind. I think I might actually return another one that I think does nothing. Not sure though. I was like so in love with it, but I haven't used it. My skin looks great. I've done skincare all day. So excited. It's late because I did checks and going home now to stream. Tomorrow I have to go to FedEx for business and personal. I also have to do a home trip Amazon returns. So that's tomorrow. was a really good day. So I want to continue the story that I started in the beginning of the video. In the beginning of the video, okay, I told you guys the story, and then I actually thought to myself, he's driving. This is still a fucking red light. Still a red light. Here, because I'm cute and my makeup is cute. I told a story, and I put it, I rendered it, I uploaded it, everything was ready to be released, and I did it overnight. And when I woke up that day, okay, whatever, my boss is texting me. When I ordered it that day, I'm thinking about the text message. So yesterday, or okay, whatever day that was, okay, the next day when I woke up, I was like, I felt so much better from sleeping, and I was like, wait, I actually don't want to tell you guys that story. I'm just gonna delete it from my video. So it's in the morning, I fucking video edit, and I let it process all day, and then when I come home at night, okay, I was like, oh my god, I forgot to put the most important part of the story in there, so I can't release the video. And then when I went to sleep and I woke up, I said, oh, I don't feel like telling them, sharing that. I could just edit it out and it'd be like it never happened. So in the morning I woke up, felt better. I edited it out. In the nighttime, I go to post the video in the nighttime and it's gone. I'm like trying to look for it. Turns out I edited it wrong. I cut out the whole video, 1 hour and 40 something minutes, and only left the part that I wanted to delete. Luckily, I still had all the files, so I redid the video. I'm gonna release it tonight. And what I wanted to add, I already edited it in, but it's basically, during the meeting, my boss kept giving me tissues when I was crying, and I just ignored him and kept on crying and sniffling and talking, and he had to put the tissues on his desk. He did this 2 times. He offered me tissues 2 times, and I ignored him 2 times and continued on with whatever I was doing, asking him the questions about the belt and the everything. And that's the part I wanted to tell you guys. And it's so important that I make these videos because it all turned out really well. So he kept on following up. Like, it's so strange because he kept on following up because, like, he never does for my stuff. I just let it die. And literally he kept asking me, how's your computer, how's your computer, how's your computer, every single time. And, you know, this is how it went. I was like, he asked me today, how's your computer? On the email thread with the ops manager and the IT guy, I said, it's due to Microsoft throttling me to stop botting and spamming, to prevent botting and spamming, and it can't be prevented. A credit to the IT guy. I literally wrote that, credit to the IT guy, because I'm such a good person. And then credit to the IT guy.
Stand clear of the closing doors.
A percent. IT guy chimes in. He says, yeah, it's only on the web version. So basically, if you don't understand like what's going on, I'm saying, I'll tell you guys later. Alright, guys. Okay, so the story. It was nighttime, so I made the whole video. I was like, told the story. I forgot to say about the tissue thing. Like he said, here, take a tissue. I didn't take it. I just kept on crying and just kept on asking him questions about the assignment. And then he put it on his desk, and then he did it again. He was like, here, take a tissue. He took out another tissue. I wouldn't take it. He put it on his desk. And then I forgot to tell you guys that part. Then in the morning when I woke up, I felt better. So I just wanted to I was like, I don't need to post that story. I'm just gonna edit it out. I edited it out. In the nighttime when I came home to post a video, it was like, I couldn't find it. And I realized that I edited out the whole video, 1 hour and 40 minutes plus, and I only left the part that I wanted to delete. And so luckily I had all the files, so I remade the video last night, and I came to work today. He asked me again, like, how's your computer? And then I said, the IT person said that Microsoft is throttling me to prevent spam and botting, and there's nothing we can do to fix it. And the IT guy replied on top of me, and he said, due to her using the web version only, because it doesn't send sometimes whenever she uses the desktop version. And then I replied again, and I said, I cannot risk using the desktop version. I will not use the desktop version. I said, I cannot risk using the desktop version due to the possibility of my emails not going through. And I was like, I said, I should probably just do this in front of, oh, look how pretty everything looks outside. I should just really read it verbatim, which was actually my original plan. It's not that cold because I'm bundled. It's a cute little bundle. Yeah. Oh my god. I never, ever, ever. I love my blush so much. Oh my god. Like, first I put it on and it was like, whatever. Then, like, you gotta wait until you get into the middle of the day. I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, my blush was radiating for light years forward. Like, I just never had such a good blush. Like, it looks so good on me. Like, I'm so excited. Like, it looks even better in real life. It's so funny. Because when I used to start at this job, every single time I went to the bathroom and I look in the mirror, everything looked fucked up. Like my makeup was chapping and all the peeling or whatever. And to now I know my skin is good because the bathroom mirror, oh my god, amazing. My skin's getting so clear. I'm living for this. Like, this is so amazing. I'm so happy about my skin. It's like almost flawless. Like, I'm really excited. Gorgeous. Oh my god, it's perfect. I've never been happier. I also got one Amazon delivery today, so I'm gonna go grab it right now. And I got one coming tomorrow and Monday. Subscribe and save. Also promised the Hershey chocolate guy I was gonna finally buy a whisk. So I'm gonna buy one. I gotta tell you guys this story. I gotta write verbatim because it was so good. Like, I have to capture it in my video because I already copied it into like a Word doc, the whole email. Like, I'm just so happy about it. But I can't keep it like forever. I don't want to copy the words and keep it forever. I want to keep it forever in my video by saying it. Because I just have too much stuff, like, you know? It's cold. But tomorrow's Friday. That's really good. I handed out checks, only a few people came up to me. Mailed some checks out. Put everything away. Emailed everyone. Went home. Going home. So excited. I'm just so glad it's like bright and nice. This is so much better than the winter. It's gonna be such a fun summer. All night, all summer. Oh my god, you guys should have seen the project I did at work today. It was so cute. I could have taken a picture, but I forgot. It's too late now. My boss already has it. There's nobody out here because it's like pretty late. It's 7:45. Gorgeous day. There's like pink clouds everywhere. It's so unreal. It's beautiful. That's really pretty. Oh, the clouds are so pretty today.
Do you love the baby?
Three 208. 208. I'm tired. Okay, Marcus is here. Should I try it tonight or tomorrow? I think I'll try tomorrow. I don't know. A lot of effort. Skincare obs. Really expensive. 2 pieces. Whole pieces in there. Okay, I gotta tell you guys the story. Hey, hi guys, here's the story. All right, so I did the whole day. I got on a moment just like this, and I decided to just tell the whole story. At some point between that night and the next day, I already regretted like oversharing. I started thinking about the details that I said, like, oh, this is really revealing a lot about what I do in my career. And I like, I don't know if I want to like, you know, like, I don't know how much I want to share, whatever. And also, like, it's a bad story, like me crying at work. And, you know, that part really showed me that I really made it as a creator. Like, for once, like, the thing about me, this is gonna be really long, by the way. The thing about me, I never have to like look for content. It's just always flowing. And I always love being transparent. I love making all my videos and telling everybody everything. I just love it. But so it's like, there's one segment where I was also like talking about the mail. There's also one segment where I talk about my weight and like, when am I gonna lose all the weight? I'm doing all the right things. All of these, this vlog and the one before it. And I'm just like, for the first time ever, this is the first time ever, really thinking about carving those things out. You guys know, if I want to leave something out, I make the video and I make it private and I release it when I'm ready. And I have a lot of videos like that. And but this was very different behavior. This is more of like a traditional influencer behavior of really curating and cutting things out. And it's significant for me because it means it shows my growth and my potential, and that I'm basically famous, because it's showing like, oh, I can make a vlog about nothing and post it, and I don't have to have drama. I don't have to tell you that I cried. I don't have to tell you all this stuff, and I'm still gonna get views. I'm still gonna be here. I'm still gonna be a YouTuber. I'm still gonna get money. I still like everything. That is what it shows. Believe it or not, that is what it signifies. Like the fact that like it's really interesting because, okay, all my other videos, I made them and I was like just making them, and then they would just magically attract and become dramatic. They would just things would start happening, and then like everything would just happen, and more stuff would happen and happen and happen. And that's, I told you guys that Tana Mojo used to be a major influence for me when I started. Not when it started, before I started. And actually I already started, and then I found her, and then she's been a major influence for me. But one thing about her is like, she's like one of those people, like something's always happening in her life. She always has a story. And I feel like it's like almost self-manifesting when you are an influencer, creator, celebrity. If you do document your life and you do publish it publicly on the internet and have like videos and vlogs and stuff and TikTok videos and YouTube shorts and everything, because of that, like you magnetize things to happen to you. But then also because you do that, you are already also prettier, because like you go get your hair done and you go take care of your skin like I do, and like you're prettier, and then you attract more stuff. And then just the mere fact of me walking around vlogging, I already attract a lot of stuff. People think that you're famous. They want to know how famous you are. For me, everyone just assumes I'm really famous every single time. But anyways, and you know, I find it hilarious because I look like crap sometimes when I'm doing it. Like obviously, coming home from work in like the snow and like a huge jacket and like looking crazy and stuff. But anyways, guys, so it showed a huge growth for me. In retrospect, the fact that I did want to carve it out, and then I kind of also made the decision at that time. I was like, you know, I kind of don't want to put anything like that is like mean about myself out there on the internet anymore. It was so different, my thought process. And what ends up happening is like stuff happens, and then I have to tell the whole story, because, and I'm glad I got to capture some of the story while it was fresh earlier, because once I tell it when it's close to the source, of course, it'll never be like the same. It's just like a dream. Like it's the same thing. So it was a night just like this. I told you guys the whole thing. I cried in my boss's office. He gave me he said, here, have a tissue. I ignored him. I was really mean, like a cute doll mode, which is my most authentic self, by the way. And didn't take the tissue, just kept looking down my paper, asking him questions that I need to answer to do my work. And I kept on crying, and there's like, I'm sniffling, and there's tears, like visible tears, like I'm crying, really crying, ugly face crying. And then he does it again for a second time, and he gives me a tissue, and he said, here, have a tissue. He did it 2 times. I ignored him, and he put a tissue on the table again. The first time he did that too. And then so I finished that, and then I just blurted out like, my computer sucks. Yeah, I can't even believe I said that. Whatever I said in the first clip is more accurate. I can't even remember that right now. And the reason why is because it was such like an emotional moment for me. So many things happen at work. That's why it goes so fast for me. So then he was like, okay, I'm going to write it. He's like, I'm going to tell him right now, Suarez's computer sucks. Get her. He literally wrote that in the email. Oh yeah, I told you guys I'm going to tell you verbatim. He wrote an email to the office manager and the IT guy. And then he was like, get it fixed, fix it, or get a new one. And now I'm going to read to you guys the email. My happiest moment. This is what the email says. The title is C. Suarez, like it's my name but misspelled. It's the letter C and then my name, Suarez, S-W-A-R-S. They make a lot of typos, the office manager and the president, on purpose. Makes it look like they're working hard and doing a lot of stuff at the same time, but I do, and I don't make any typos, okay? I type 95 words a minute perfectly, and then without looking. Okay, and then, so it says C. Suarez, like as one word. Computer is terrible. She can't get anything done on it. We either fix or get new one, thanks. Okay, so now I can tell you what the dates. So the time I was crying in his office was Tuesday. Oh, it was Tuesday, May 5th at 1:29 p.m. That's when I was crying in his office. This is a great paper trail, by the way. Let me just refresh my stream. Yeah, I don't like the ads either, guys. I want to see myself. Okay, so the IT guy writes, we have to plug her in. She's on Wi-Fi currently, and that will fix her issue. Let me see what's needed. Guys, I have so much to say. Then my president responds, how can we do that? IT guy said it's done. And then the president writes, is it fixed? And then he also called, I finished crying. He called me on the phone right away. I went to the bathroom to like fix my makeup. I told you guys in the original story. And he called me on my office phone and said, you know, does it work better? I said, I just got to my computer, you know, I literally said it just like that. And then he said, is it fixed? Oh, no. I'm sorry. The president wrote, now this is Thursday, 2 days later on May 7th. And he did call me right away on the office phone. And I said, I just got here, whatever. He said, is it fixed? And then I replied to him because on Wednesday, the day before, the IT guy called me to basically reject me. He said, hey, like, you have to use the desktop version of Outlook. And then I said, I can't use it. And I told him the issue why. It's basically something I discovered in 2019. Like, I'm really good at my job. And it's because the IT department in 2019 and the job I used to work at there, they were absolutely mad geniuses. They really did their job, unlike the people that I have now. And they literally found out what my problem was. And ever since they did, from that point on, 2019 until today, I still do the same thing and I never had the problem again. And they fixed it. I love IT, in love with smart IT guys. So they fixed it for me. Okay, so that is like, okay, so basically what they fixed is I used a web version of Outlook. I have to say it because then it's in the actual thread. So he told me, like, he called me on Wednesday to reject me, and basically the IT guy basically saying like, hey, use the desktop version. I see you're using the web and then you won't lag. He's so dumb. Like, even I know better. Like, and I'm not even good at computers, but I am a gamer though. But I'm better than you. Actually, maybe I am good at computers. Like, clearly I am. So then he said, and I said, no, I won't be doing that because it's not going to send some of my emails and my calendar invites if I do it on the desktop. And I found that out, and to avert it, I have to use the web version only. I'm so smart, like telling him this on the phone, right? And then so the next day in the morning, the president emails all of us, office manager, me, and IT guy, and said, is it fixed? I reply right away, and I said, Microsoft throttles me. It's to prevent spam and bots. Credit, and then I put the IT guy's name in parentheses. And then I wrote, it cannot be fixed. It can't be fixed. Like, I'm being so fucking nice. Like, hey guys, it's just Microsoft. It thinks I'm a bot because I'm working too fast. I'm basically complimenting myself. I'm giving myself a backhanded compliment. Like, nobody even understands. And the reason why, when I got the phone call on Wednesday, he's basically calling me saying he won't fix it. That's why I knew he was a bad IT guy. He was good all before this, but until now. And that's why I knew he was a bad IT guy, because in all my other companies, every single IT guy fixed every single thing. They found a way. They were fucking mad geniuses. And that's why I'm so smart, because I learned, like, and they're all chill and nice, and they always tell you like what they did, and they're just so smart, and that's why I learned so much. And then I actually didn't see this until today. So the IT guy, this other part. So then the IT guy replies on top of me, and he says, correct, using the web version of Outlook for email only. So he's saying that because I use the web version, I'm lagging. And then the president writes, why only web version? That's much slower. Oh, he doesn't know anything either. That's great. Okay, and then so the IT guy writes, Suarez prefers the web version because certain calendar functions work better for her there. I can, let me just make sure I can read this. I can work with her when she has time to see if we can set up the desktop version to function the same way she likes. Like, they just don't understand. Like, they're just not good. They're not good at their job. The IT guy, I really don't like him now. And then, so I replied, and 7 minutes later, when I saw it, I was like, oh, they're talking about me. I better jump in. I replied and I said, won't be moving to desktop version. Can't risk things not being sent through. Never happened again to me after I switched to web. Thank you. I didn't even write my name. That's exactly verbatim what I wrote. Like, such a fucking boss. Like, hey guys, fuck you. I'm not switching over to web. I cannot risk things not being sent through. Never happened to me after I switched to web. Like, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm better than the IT guy. And then, so now, in 3 minutes, the president responded. He said, it works quickly, all good, need you fully operational. And then, this is my masterpiece. I will save. I'll fucking print this out and frame it. That's what I'm gonna do. This is what I wrote. It's Thursday, May 7th, 11:16 a.m. Swars, me. I wrote, IT guy's name. If I use a Mac, will I still throttle anyway? March 2019, I used MacBook Pros and Airs. Gmail and Microsoft Office never lagged. October 2014 to May 2017. Used iMac, Outlook never lagged. Do we have an old iMac in design? 13-inch Air is 1.1K. I took a screenshot of the side-by-sides of the Air 13-inch, 15-inch, and the MacBook Pro 14-inch with their prices from the Apple website. And I said, after that I wrote more. I wrote, I'd leave it at the office. Only using it for work, not personal, and it would belong to the company. Best. Suarez, that's my name. Okay, and then so the IT guy replied. He said, technically the freezing is throttling on Microsoft's end, not a PC issue. It's also possible your mailbox is much bigger now. Maybe we can test for a day on a Mac and you could see how it goes. I'd also like to work on your PC for a little while when you're not on it to clear cookies and similar items, maybe archive older emails so we can get it working better for you. I fucking told him. I told him last week, I said, clear my cache and free up my RAM. I'm a fucking boss, guys. I told him. He didn't do shit. Let me know a good time. I also told him, go into my computer anytime. I told him. And then the president wrote, I'm fine either way, just need her fully operational, thanks. He came out of the gym and he came out of the gym and he literally, and when I frame this, I'm only gonna frame what I wrote. Oh my God, this is amazing. I'm gonna just take it right now, actually. I'm gonna leave out all the personal stuff. Okay. Let me just make a new document and save her. Hey, what happened? Oh, like, did they give us more space or something? All of a sudden I have so much free space on my email, on my personal email. I wonder what the fuck happened. Okay, I'm gonna literally frame that. Actually, I'm just gonna set a reminder myself right now to frame that tomorrow. I'm not even kidding, guys. These are major accomplishments, y'all. All right, so gotta do it when they leave. Okay, can't be caught printing that shit. That's a weird print. That's when the paper will jam. When you're printing your fucking victory email. All right, so. Oh my God, wait, hold on. I have to make sure that I didn't send it to somebody else. I almost did that today, so because I almost did that, I caught myself and I realized, oh, this might be a new mistake I might make soon. So I kind of watch out for that. And I need to make also my notes more coded so that when I do accidentally send them, nobody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay. All right. Sometimes my notes be too coded. I'll be like, what does this mean? Why was I trying to say? Okay. Anyways, so after that, so today he came. I can't even believe this. Today is such a long day. He came out of the gym, and he said, "So get an apple." I was like, "So get it," and I said, "Thank you." And I replied to the email and I wrote "thank you" in all lowercase with 2 exclamation points, and I spelled out you, Y-O-U, and everybody's like, what the fuck is happening? But the office manager heard. And also, this guy was standing next to him, and he said, "I want an apple too, an apple I can eat." He's like my favorite person right now. And I like him a lot. I gotta tell you guys the elevator story. I was in the elevator with him, and there was one boy here and one boy here, and he's here and I'm here, and he didn't leave me out of the conversation. And there's so many, the elevator was fully packed, and he gently touched my hand, signaled to me that he's talking to me, and he literally made jokes, and I was laughing in the elevator. I love anybody that can make me laugh. I love them. Oh, this is so good. This is the greatest quality. So he said, "Get an apple." I said, "Thank you." And then I did a whole bunch of tasks. And then I weaved it all in, and I'm like, okay, this is when I'm gonna order the apple. I ordered the apple, guys. 13 inches, baby blue MacBook Air. Before I bought it, I used Claude AI. I asked Claude, hey, like, for work, MacBook Air or MacBook Pro? Because I didn't want to buy a computer and be like, oh shit, I still suck. Like, I'm still slow, whatever. And by the way, my slow is really fast. Because I gotta tell you guys so much. Later that day, the office manager said, I will send the invite. I just read the top email and I just sent the invite right away. Like, I was faster than her on my slow ass computer. It was the first time I feel valued at my job. Now that finally you cannot deny that I'm a unicorn. You cannot deny that, like, I'm a genius. You cannot deny that I'm good and, like, that I'm, like, a superstar. Like, you cannot deny, because you're showing it. Like, get me a better computer. I'll work my max potential. I'll work harder. I'll make you more stuff. You like it. You like me. And that's what I've been trying to tell you guys. They don't fire me. They don't fire me. Because I am the best. And I told you guys, nobody can do this job. If they ever fire me and bring somebody else, they make it easier for her. They would not do what they do to me. And so anyways, because I'm always pushed at max capacity, and it's like nothing for me. And I'm like unhinged. Actually, I do better when I have more pressure, unfortunately. And then, so let's finish the fucking story. I got to choose all the colors. I got baby blue. So excited. And then I asked Claude before I bought it. I was like, for work, MacBook Air or MacBook Pro? I was so afraid it's gonna say Pro, because I already got approved for the 1.1K 13-inch. And if I buy Pro, it's 1.6K, well, actually 1.7K. And that's before taxes too for both of those pricings. But so, you know, and I'm like, what if I get the Air and it sucks? I have worked with the Air before, though, in 2019. I worked through COVID with it as well. That was the best computer ever. I loved it. I also had my own personal Air, MacBook Air, and I also had my own personal MacBook Pro. I fucked them up, though. Like, the Pro, the screen doesn't turn on anymore, and the Air, the battery expanded, and I just gave it to my dad. Can't even use it, but whatever. And then love Macs, by the way. And then, so Claude said, the Air is better for work. Unless you're doing heavy video editing, which y'all know I can fucking edit a fucking video. If you scroll all the way back or sort to the oldest videos, I was literally doing video editing. I literally was streaming myself using Adobe Premiere editing videos in 2020. People thought it was so cute and smart of me. But anyways, I know how to edit really well. I love rendering, I love editing, I love the whole process. I know how to do lots of cool animations and stuff. I used to do like intros and stuff and do a whole fucking edited video of stream highlights, everything like that. That's all on my YouTube. You cannot deny. I did it. I already did it. I can do it again. I can actually do better. And I mean, I used to take like 8 hours on those edits, like it be dedicated, like it was awesome. But anyways, because the VOD used to be so long as well, it'd be like, you know, 15 plus hours of VOD, and then I turn it into a Tera edited video, and it's on the YouTube. And so Claude said the Air is better because of the new chip, the M4 chip, which also the iPad Pro, fun fact, has it too, because I was also researching iPads for him. And then oh, my hair's so long now. And so, and also thick. And then so it was said the Air is better. I saved that in my computer. Actually, I have it. I have exactly what Claude said. But basically, all you should know is that the Air is better. Which is better because I obviously want the Air because it's skinny, it's pretty, baby blue. I don't know what color the Pro comes in. I didn't even look at it. And it's light. And I remember I had a 13-inch Air personal computer. And also, I told you guys, 2019 to 2020, I did, and 2021, I had a business Air computer. I was using a MacBook Air. And then when it was like still locked down in 2021, those who know. And we only went into the office like once a month. At that point, they reopened the office and only once a month. And so when I went in, the IT guy, part of that team who was so smart, but another team member told me about how to fix my computer. And I have them all literally on my LinkedIn too, so I can always talk to them. He said, oh, this is your computer, you need a new one. And then he upgraded me to a Pro, but I've been using a Air all before that, and I loved it. And I had an Air, I told you guys. And then I had an Air all through med school and on. And then so then I ordered it. It gets here tomorrow, so I'm gonna show you guys. And yeah, I mean, honestly, it's better if I leave it at work because then I don't have to carry it, which is super light, which is great. But then I also don't have to work at home and overwork myself. I could just do a good job at work and then just come home compartmentalize like I've been doing. And I also have a great PC that I use to work from home, like on the snow days and stuff. I was working on my gaming computer from home. So yeah, it's totally doable. And yeah, it says happy ending. I do want to say the office manager is so jealous of me now. Yay, I fucking did it again. Like literally. This dumb bitch. Clip me, please. She said she's been so mean to me, acting like she's better than me. I have higher skill set than her. I've had higher skill set than every single office manager I ever had. Every single one. All they do is manage people, tell other people what to do. I'm the one who always has to do all the work, and for some occasions, I had to do their jobs. Not all of them, but some of them. I had to do their jobs when they were just wanted to take the day off, okay? And yeah, like that's nuts. I'm higher skill level than you. I could use computer better than you. I type 95 words a minute. And it was only one time she told me like I'm hardworking. I told you guys that. And that's it. Like she just doesn't want you to know how good you are. When it was New Year's Eve day, I went to work, and no, it was like, yeah, New Year's Eve day, right? And she gave me like a burger from that place Smash. It's kosher, it's really good. And we had lunch with Sweeney Todd, and we all talking about ourselves, and it was my turn to talk. I told them, you know, I was gonna be a doctor, like obviously I'm like so smart, you know. And then like told them, you know, that I did pre-medicine, minor in biology, and I went to med school for 1 year and 4 months. Like I'm obviously like a fucking mad genius, you know. And she just act like I'm like nobody. And then she says like, she snuck in like, oh yeah, you could get your master's online. And she said that's like what her husband did. But then she like kind of like double puts herself higher and says, oh yeah, but I, you know, but says that she didn't, and said that she got like her like degree in like, I don't know what, like architecture or something like that. I don't know. And a master's or double master's or something. And then it clicked for me. I was like, she probably just got it online and she could just say that. And then I also heard her like over saying like to like these people that randomly came to the office one day, she just told them like how she reads 1 book a week. It's just like so scripted. It's kind of like, oh, this is what I say to make myself look smarter and like put myself above everybody. I'm better than you. I'm better than I'm better than everybody that's watching my stream right now. I'm better than everybody that's watching this video right now. I'm better than everybody. I'm not better than everybody at the office though. Like I know where I stand. So like I know I'm better than her. And then like I don't want her job. You can have that. Like it looks like awful. One thing I do give her credit for is she is the only person that literally does stuff, but she also offloads a lot of her work to me, which everybody does in every job that I've ever been to, including of course people who are not, that means you're not my boss and you give me work. And there's a lot of them that do that. And they see like I'm super busy and dying, and that's when they want to give me more, and it's just awful. They're awful people. But if you say no, they will fire you. I already tried. I already tested it. So I tested it for you. Okay. They'll just say it's a different excuse, like layoffs or something. But that means you got fired. And then, so she actually all day, it was really awkward. She's working harder than ever, sending a lot of emails, overcompensating. She has that look on her face. You guys don't know what it feels like to have another girl be jealous of you. You think I'm proud and I'm smiling and getting all excited. Like, it's actually super scary. I'm very terrified because I'm traumatized from all the girls that have been jealous of me before. They really literally are. Girls attack much harder than guys. They're more vicious and they are being more mean, and guys are just dumb. But girls, guys just want you to feel bad and sad all day. And then girls, they're really gonna hit you where it hurts. They want you to lose your job. They want you to quit. They want you to get fired. They don't want to see you there anymore. They're more vicious. They want to take something from you that you have. Like, they don't want you to be pretty anymore. Or that's why like some people like do acid attacks, which used to be one of my fears in 2021 because I was so pretty. I'm still so pretty. I always fear like acid attacks. And like what's one of my greatest fears. And they you know, obviously go after, they take your boyfriend. Like, you like that boy, they like that boy, and they'll take that. If you, whatever you want, they're gonna do it. So that's why I don't tell you guys like what makeup I use, you know. Anything I have, I always gatekeep it, because they just want to take, from you. But guys, they just want you to make you feel bad because you rejected them. So they'll just be like, you're fat, like to hurt your feelings. Or they'll say like, you know, you're mental, like, instead. Like, they're just trying to hurt your feelings. It's very surface level. But a girl is more to satisfy. She's gonna be more vicious, and she's gonna hurt you. And because you can't hurt people with like crimes and stuff physically, they hurt you by taking what you have. And like, I feel like cutting your hair, or like a lot of that stuff is like illegal. So like all they could do is try to make you quit, and they bully you until and they play mental game with you, and it's awful. It's awful. But anyways, yeah, I'm on her bad, super bad side. You guys already know. She publicly told me she doesn't like me, but she bought me some tea. But I told you guys, let's see if we get a refill because it's almost out. I'm better than her. I have more bandwidth than her. Even though like I'm so overloaded, like I'm still nice to everybody, and she's mean to everybody. She tells them like, don't ask me that again. She emails the entire office in all caps, and she says like, don't anybody ask me about seating charts again. Like, it's just dumb shit. Like, you can't handle a question. Like, literally every single Thursday, all day, everybody asks me about checks. And one person asked her about a check on a Friday, and she literally has them on her desk, and it's her job to give them out. And she literally says, come back later. You can't just bombard me first thing on a Friday morning. Like, it's just crazy. I'm like, our jobs are so easy. And we get salaries, and these people are just asking for their paycheck? Hello? Are you fucking stupid? Anyways, yeah, I am higher emotional, I'm higher social intelligence, and I have more sympathy and empathy and compassion. You guys know I'm not nice, and but I am nice to those people, because the reason why I'm nice is because that's my job and I get paid. Because I get rewarded, I will be my best version of myself at work. That's it. So the best version of myself is the job swars that goes to work every day. And then the most authentic version of myself is cute doll that I am every day. This is like my real self, like what I really want to wear, what I really want to say, what I really want to do my makeup like, what I really want to look like, and what I really want to like do my TikTok dances. I really want to vlog. And the last thing I want to say is that this vlog almost died when I started cutting out those. I was about to cut out the crying testimony with me at the beginning of this video with the purple tank top, and I was about to cut out the part about the weight, and then when I'm walking home in the blue dress, I believe it was, and then saying like, you know, when am I gonna lose the weight? Like, you know, I'm doing everything right, like that. And then the other part was like if I cut those, podcast could have died, but it's honestly my proudest project. I'm glad I documented so much of my life so far, and it was also very therapeutic, healing, and I also got to fix a lot of my problems. I also got better at my speech, and I also got to document my accomplishments. My hair is so pretty and long and thick. I love it. And I didn't straighten it. And then and I'm so glad I got to do all my accomplishments, because now I got a baby blue 13-inch MacBook Air. It's gonna be so cute. I'm gonna take it everywhere, guys. I already am extinguishing all the papers. I'm extinguishing it all off my desk, all off the drawers. Only gonna have envelopes for checks on my desk, and a whole bunch of supplies for everyone, because I share my supplies with everyone, because like I'm the only one with a stapler. Yeah, so everybody borrows my stapler, and I'm like nice, of course, let them. I tell them like everything here you guys could just use, whatever. And then so literally I'm gonna show you guys. We're gonna name her. I think it's just gonna be Baby. It's Baby. That's the name. Baby Blue. Oh my god, it's my baby. Oh my god, this is going crazy. I can't wait. It's gonna be here tomorrow. I'm gonna set it up with a computer. I'm gonna get rid of my tower. I'm not gonna even tell her. I'm gonna take my tower, my keyboard, my mouse, and put it like somewhere else so somebody else can use it. And actually, I'm just gonna set it up in a different cubicle that's empty. I know, I'm a genius. And then it's just gonna stay there, and I'm a genius. And I'm just going to only have no papers ever. I never have to print out my own set, because my workload was so high. The reminders list I used to make for my boss every day, the president, I literally started printing one for myself and writing all over it and whatever. I never have to do that again, because now I have a computer. In the old days, all I used to do is just walk around with my laptop to every meeting and everything. And I always bring my charger, and now I could do that again. And it's awesome because you guys know I go to the meetings and I take notes and I send out deliverables and everything. So yeah, now I can use AI to do my notes. I already do that, but now the AI guy and I are now friends, and we worked on our first project together. He gave me a fist bump. I'll get to tell you the ending of the story. And then he told me that he's going to install the new AI we're trialing on my computer first, so I could try it before sending out the deliverable like I usually do, and hopefully make it easier. And then he's going to buy me the upgraded version if it works. And then, so today, my boss says, come down to review something. He's in the middle of a meeting, but he calls me at his little tablet, and he goes through it, tells me what he wants. He's buying like a gym machine, the Summit Aries 2.0 from Rep Fitness. I told you guys about the Rep Fitness Rep Fitness, and that's why I wanted to cut that part out about like everything. I wanted to cut it out, but no, I'm gonna keep it. I like my story. And then so and that's what makes me a stronger influencer. And then so during it, he just blurts out, he goes, so is it fixed yet? Like, see, guys, I read the email. See how many times he repeats things? But it doesn't bother me. Like, I just answer. If you're going to repeat the same, this is not like streaming. Streaming, I won't. But for work, I told you, they paid me. I'm getting rewarded. I will. If you ask me that 5 million fucking times, I'm going to answer you every single time. Personalized answer. The most up-to-date answer. And that's why I'm the best. And so he asked me right there. You guys saw how many times he asked me in the email, right? He asked me in real life. He said, so is it fixed yet? Is your computer working? I said, no, it's still slow. And he goes, so he says something. I didn't let him finish, and I just said, I already ordered it. And he gave me this, and I fist bumped him. It was awesome. And then earlier that day, I got fist bumped by the AI guy as well. And he said, yeah, we finished our first project together. And he extended that, and I fist bumped. Yes, I like fist bump much more. Yes, I might adopt that in my cute doll culture of a TwitchCon as well. I might fist bump people. It's harmless because I don't really use this for anything. It's okay if I get some bacteria there. Okay, guys, I love you guys. Thank you for sticking with me. I got a baby iMac 13-inch MacBook Air. I'm gonna show you guys. I love it. And yeah, I'm gonna have no more papers, do everything on the computer, show everybody them. I don't care. I'll work hard as possible during work because it goes by so fast, guys. It feels like 1 fucking hour when I'm working. And yeah, anyways, he's not gonna be here tomorrow morning, so I'll be applying to more jobs, setting up my computer. Office manager jealous of me. You should see the face. Oh god, you guys never seen his face like this. The IT guy is also hating on me too because he's just mad that I got a new computer. Like, why won't they just be? And I can't believe like the lies. This is the last part. I can't believe the lies that they kept saying. Like, in the thread, the office manager wrote, she has a new PC. Ew, I'm like cringing. Like, the girl that was before me used it. It's an old ass Dell. Like, are you? And then like the IT guy is like acting like this computer. Like, computers have cores, processors. Like, it's because I was alive during the olden days when computers first came out. Like, literally, I was like 4 years old. We all shared a computer in our home. My mom used to write books and create her songbooks with them and design them. They were beautiful religious songbooks. She used to laminate them and everything. Well, all of her bhajans, which are Indian songs. And then I used to play the first game my dad bought us. First, he gave us a floppy disk that had 1001 games. I was 4 years old, sharing with all my sisters, playing. We all took turns on the PC playing games. We were really nice to each other. We never fought over it. The first game he bought us on CD-ROM came out. It was Pocahontas, like so on brand. And it was so awesome. The games were so fun. They were so animated. We never seen anything like it. Like literally shooting arrows into like the little, when they practice, the target is like made of like a leather, and it's so real with the sound effects and everything. And you get to be the raccoon, and it's so cool. And then like playing all the games of Pocahontas. And like when I was a teenager, that's when we first started. And my dad is a technician, so our computers, we had five computers. My dad had his own, we each had our own computer, including my mom, so 5 computers, and there was probably extra. We each had our own, and I would go play Neopets every day. And then there were times where our computers would slow down and lag, like you get a virus or whatever from whatever website you went to, you don't have an antivirus, whatever. And my dad would fix our computers. In the olden days, how we fix it is we used to wipe the whole computer and reinstall the OS, which is operating system. Now, obviously, you don't have to do all that shit. Like, it's completely crazy brand new, right? So that's what happened. Be like, Dad, my computer is slow. He would fix it, and then my computer's good as new. Like, kills me to know this guy is not even doing the basic things to fix my computer. I already told him to clear my fucking cache. If he just fucking cleared my cache, they would not all have to sit there and watch me get a Mac. And yeah, I think I'm actually gonna wait for the office manager to leave before I ask. I also think like that guy is her son. I know it's weird to say, or actually now I think about it, it could be her like relative. Like, it doesn't have to be her son. It could be like her brother or her brother's son or something. Because one time she gave me a card and it had his first name and her last name. And she always just goes really easy on him. Like, he's completely remote. He never has to come in. He probably gets paid more than me. And then also, like, he just remotes into all of our computers, which is super weird for IT guy. IT guys should be on site. They should be plugging in our computers, hooking up our stuff, doing all of there is physical work in the IT world, not just like we have to do all that. Like, not me. Well, I had to do it for my boss, actually. I did have to do it. And, she apparently does it, the ops manager, but it's still not right. And anyways, so yeah, they're both jealous of me. The whole thread, he just kept blaming Outlook, and I just know that's not right. Because you know why, guys? Because how about those days when I had snow days, right? And that's why, like, I didn't fight it, because they know what they're, like, the president knows that they're stupid, because that's why they saw, like, I wasn't fighting it. He knows I'm smart, and I would not advocate for myself. On the days that there were snow days, I worked from home. I didn't lag on my gaming PC doing work, because that's a shitty computer that they gave us at work. They just picked the cheapest one, and they bought a whole bunch for everybody. And I'm not the only one. I hear people all the time complaining about their computers. We can't say anything. We can't help them. I mean, they didn't ask me for help. But anyways, we hear people all the time complaining about their computers, how slow it is. And then they just remember I told you guys in the beginning of the story, she told me literally my Ethernet cord was out. Like, why? Like, it's nothing to do with the internet speed. And it's so funny because I always check myself, you guys know. So I literally was like doing other stuff, and all my apps are slow. Everything is slow. It's like the 12-year-old cute doll when I was trying to, and my computer had a virus and it was all clogged up, and my dad had to just clean it out and just redo it again. That's like what my computer needs. And literally the IT guy is not even smart enough to like just restore my computer to like the last a whole bunch of times ago. That's all he had to do. Like, I just thought about that right now. Like, there's so many ways to fix your computer, like temporary hold-offs, but they just let it get so bad that, like, yeah, I literally, like, guys, I know it's not the browsers, it's not the internet, it's the RAM and the memory. I don't know how much space I have left. I didn't check it. Somebody told me to check it. I didn't check it. I also have that problem with my own gaming computer, because I do a lot of large video files from streaming. When I do run out of space on my phone or my computer, they do slow down. So I do have to delete a whole bunch of my videos on both of those devices. So, like, I didn't even check the space, which, I'm sure I have a lot of space, but who knows? It's, like, definitely a RAM issue. Also, let's not even talk about dedusting. And yeah, my computer probably just needs to get dedusted. And then so like it was just crazy. Like I just know so much more than them, but then I just wouldn't. And then I got what I wanted, a computer. But then after getting it, I kind of think like, do I really want that? Like that does not really mine, and I still want to get a new job anyway. And when I get a new job, I will miss my computer. And hopefully the new job gives me a good computer. They usually do, as I said in my email. And yeah, anyways, I love you guys. Thank you for sticking with me. Okay, bye. I have to say 2 more things. So actually my first day ever of working at this job, as soon as I got walked to my cubicle, I said, oh, can I have a Mac with Photoshop? And she said, we don't run Macs. And I also was like, you should have seen my facial expression. I looked at the cubicle and I looked at her and like, you're gonna make me sit here. There was like an old ass chair and a PC, and anyways, we got new chairs and everything, but I was shocked, like this wasn't gonna be working, but that chair was actually very comfortable. And so then I thought to myself like, oh, if I ever bring that up, like, yeah, I actually asked you on the first day for a Mac, she would just conveniently forget and pretty much being denied. She just say she won't remember. She clearly remembers. She always will deny. Like, and I'm not, that's why I don't fight these people. That's why I don't bring things up. Like, I have told her since day 1. I remember my first day of work, my computer was so slow. But now the IT guy, that's why I don't like him, he's making the argument like, oh, she's just complaining about her slowness of her computer for 1 week. And it's seeming like just because I got in trouble and I was crying, I just blamed it on my computer. That was a genuine response that naturally came out of me while I'm getting harassed by my boss, the president. Literally, stop cluttering my fucking queue, you dumbass, low ass Makoko. And then, so, like, that was my natural reaction. Like, whenever you put people under pressure, like, he does that tactic, he's testing people. See what you really, really want to say, what you're really going to do. And that's what I really said. Like, my computer fucking sucks. Like, I said, my computer sucks. Like, I literally said that. So, like, that shows, like, your true self coming out. And I do it all the time to people. I test them. I be mean to them through my whole life. Now I don't have time for them. I could just read people right away now. I just don't even bother. I used to test people when I was younger and I had a lot more energy to put into people. And I just put all the energy into myself. And I used to test them and be mean to them and see what they do next. And then, like, if they leave or if they stay or if they say mean things about me, if they spread rumors about me, what they do next. And then I know who's my friends that way. Anyways, so yeah, I just wanted to add that in. And then I have to make another clip that I'm going to insert.